streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been.
Well, hello there, folks, and a good evening to you all, folks, and welcome back aboard here, folks. Once again, folks, and to Realltom Football, my name is Tom, and I'll bring you the watch along tonight, everybody, for England take on Wales live in this international friendly. If you're watching the replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on stream, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and thank you very much indeed, folks, that everybody enjoys here today, and your kickoff is coming your way at the time of 7:45, which tends to be a regular kickoff time for England matches outside of World Cup or the Euros. So good evening. Hope we're all doing well. Kickoff once again is at 7:45. Hope you're all doing well, folks. And yes, England against Wales tonight. It is completely a friendly and nothing more than a friendly. Obviously, we don't like the international break. I do understand that. I do. Don't worry. I do understand it. I'm a bit snorty tonight. I won't lie to you. I'm a little bit snorty tonight, but hey, we're here. And folks, I don't know if you guys have noticed, if I remove myself on the screen just briefly so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't know if that was long enough for you to see, but can you see how Wembley in this photo resembles the Emirates? Well, this is basically me preparing for the fact that Arsenal may be moving to Wembley Stadium for a brief period of time, as there are talks of renovating the Emirates. So I am preparing myself for the fact that Wembley could be Arsenal's home, and I have tried to find a photo of Wembley, which I have succeeded in doing, that resembles the Emirates the most. I know, quite weird, but I can't say that I'm too keen on the idea, to be honest with you people. I really can't say that I'm too keen on the idea. Now, we do need to get onto a little bit more of the nitty-gritty. Now, tonight, this is not just an international friendly. This is actually an international friendly, which is in support of the Alzheimer's Society. Now, I have branded certain parts of today's stream with the Alzheimer's Society logo to indicate that. Yes, people, this England international friendly against Wales is in support of the international friendly. And there are such things as honorary caps being given out, and etc., all in support of dementia and Alzheimer's, which, if you don't know already, is one of the vast types of non-curable diseases in the world, and it affects people with their memory. It can cause mood swings, and it can be a very, very slow but very, very sad disease once diagnosed has commenced. So I've been through it once before in my life. I've had somebody on my stepfather's side of the family who's had dementia before, and one of the big things was memory loss. And I think in football, memories are memories that you can't get anywhere else. And for somebody to get Alzheimer's or dementia and to maybe not be able to remember those memories because of that, I think it's very, very important that England are supporting the Alzheimer's Society, really, because when you think about it, football is all about memories. And when we lose our memory, we might lose our memory of some of the best moments of our lives. So I think it's a very important cause, and I most certainly wanted to say my piece about it because it's just one of those things. It's a really nasty, nasty thing. Coronation Street, who are a program on ITV, a soap. I've got a character who's going through dementia right now, Debbie Webster. So they're doing a bit of reference to it, but it's a very, very important cause, people. And I think that it's good that England are raising awareness to it because, well, when you consider that memory loss is the number one thing with dementia, really, dementia itself, it's got to be supported because no England fan or no fan of football should ever really be able to find a way to forget a moment. I mean, there's a moment that every football fan in this channel will have had and they will have loved. So I think it's an extremely important cause, the Alzheimer's Society. I haven't managed to find a blue flower pin today. However, one thing is for sure is that I'm fully in support of the Alzheimer's Society and I'm fully in support of the cause that England are supporting. Come on, Wales, says Paris. Welcome in. Absolutely, Nick. Absolutely. Welcome all to you. Don't even remind. I don't want to hear the word Wembley right now, honestly, because if Arsenal move into Wembley, I will be devastated. Now, I have had a warning email from Arsenal I have had a warning email from Arsenal to tell me, warning, you may be required to travel to Wembley Stadium dependent on renovation works at Emirates Stadium commencing. In other words, that's the club telling me we might start the redevelopment works of the Emirates at any available time. So for any match you attend, please note you may be forced to travel to Wembley Stadium. Thanks, Arsenal. Yes, I had that 2 days ago. A warning email telling me that I might be at risk of having to go to Wembley Stadium for Arsenal Crystal Palace. Well, that's just bleeding tremendous. So that's why, again, I have put a picture of Wembley that resembles the Emirates because, well, quite frankly, if it's going to be Arsenal's home ground, I would rather be able to see the parts of Wembley which do look a little bit like the Emirates. And there are some parts. There'll be a full video based on my opinions of the redevelopment. But yeah, right, folks, we're going to try a new provider today of lineups. We're going to try FOTMob. So let's head over to them and let's find out all the information we need to know on England versus Wales. Here we go. FOTMob it is. Let's have a look. Okay, I've never worked this website before in my life, but I know it exists. That's why I tried it. Jordan Pickford begins in goal then for England. A back four of Ezri Konsa, Mark Gahey. Why is he greyed out? He looks like he's greyed out in that. John Stones and Jed Spence in the back four. Midfield is split into two parts. A defensive two of Declan Rice. Yeah, I don't want Declan Rice or Bukayo Saka starting, but they're in the lineup. And Elliot Anderson in the defensive midfield, two behind the attacking three of Bukayo Saka. Of course, probably in the team today because of Noni Madueke's absence. Noni Madueke is out with an ACL. Saka is fit at the moment, unbelievably. He is alongside Morgan Rogers and Anthony Gordon in the midfield. Behind lone striker of Ollie Watkins on the bench for England is Dean Henderson, James Trafford, Dan Burn, Jarrell Quansah, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Nico O'Reilly, Eberi Eze, Jordan Henderson, Morgan Gibbs-White, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Harry Kane. We did know that Harry Kane was going to be left out. Jared Bowen and Marcus Rashford. Wales do have two extra men on their bench as opposed to England. Carl Darlow begins in goal for Wales then. A back five today for them of Nico Williams, Ethan Ampadu, Joe Rodon, Ben Davies, the former Spurs defender, and also the Wales captain today. And Josh Da Silva. Midfield then is a four of David Brooks, Josh Cullen, Harry Wilson, and Brennan Johnson behind the lone striker of Kiefer Moore in a 5-4-1 formation on the bench. For Craig Bellamy, Wales is Adam Davis, Tom King, Ben Cabango, Chris Mepham, Dylan Lawler, Ronan Capacchio, Joel Colwell, Jordan James, Josh Sheehan, Ruben Colwell, Isaac Davis, Lewis Kumas, Mark Harris, Nathan Broadhead, and Sorba Thomas. Let's have a look at the team form. Well, of course, we don't want to be reminded of that result. But other than that, 5-0 win, of course, against Serbia was the latest result coming in the international break where I was in Bournemouth. And Wales' most recent game was a defeat to Canada. They also were defeated by Belgium 4-3 away from home. They did get a 1-0 win in between those two defeats away to Kazakhstan. And just before the defeat to Belgium, they won 3-0 against Liechtenstein. Let's see if we can get any more information on the match tonight, then. Are we going to get some information on the referees? No, we're not. However, kickoff is in 6 minutes' time. And I'll mention the Alzheimer's Society to you again. There are some people who are either involved with a family member suffering from the Alzheimer's Society, an actual Alzheimer's Society or dementia sufferer, or any other person in the category walking out as mascots today alongside the England and Wales players. And that is very important. It's a very important cause. And I know that some people will be like, oh, is it really that? It is, people. It is. It's a big deal in football, Alzheimer's. And because, like I said, the number one thing really with Alzheimer's and dementia is the memory loss. And just imagine if when you were 60 years old or whatever it's going to be, and you had this Alzheimer's or dementia and it took away your football memories. Well, that's exactly why England, I think, have partnered up with the Alzheimer's Society. Football is about memories. So, oh, it's going to be so boring tonight. Fraser's not wrong either. I'm not fussed, mate, to be fair. I'm not getting involved with it, to be fair. I live my life. I move on. I'm not going to cause a hissy fuss about Gary Neville's opinion on something that has happened, which, yes, may be controversial. However, does it really need that much speculation or reaction? I think the answer is no. Let the news outlets deal with it. So, I mean, people are well and truly entitled to their opinions, and I'm sure that many people in this chat tonight will have their opinions. But for me, I personally couldn't give a pig's toss what Gary Neville says about political or religious situations involving the Union Jack. So I'm going to move on from it. I respect Gary Neville as a football pundit. I respect Gary Neville as a person. And I think that it was just a statement made by him that has sparked a bit of outrage in some people. But I'm not one of those people who feels outraged, because I quite frankly don't have time to be angry at Gary Neville for having an opinion on something that doesn't quite take the forefront for the minute. I mean, obviously, it's a big deal, you know. I mean, the Jews and all that. Like, I get it. However, I don't feel like that should be at the forefront of my mind. So, whilst again, people might expect me to have thoughts on it, and people might expect me to call out Gary Neville, I don't feel in a position to do that, because I just don't have strong opinions towards it. Sweden are playing Serbia. Oh, Milik, welcome into you. Nice. Should be interested in that. I actually don't know the words to the national anthem, Lindo Jabba, but welcome aboard from South Africa. We love to see that. I will give it my best shot, is what I'm going to say to you, Lindo Jabba. Just out of curiosity, do you think I'm Welsh or English? Just to be quite clear on that, because if it's the Welsh national anthem, you haven't got a hope in heck. If it's English national anthem, God Save the King, you might have a hope in heck. Just to be clear as well, we've got two bets in play tonight. We've got a bet builder for £1, returning £2.50. It is England to win or draw, under 4.5 goals, over 5.5 corners, and over 2.5 cards. Once again, a £1 stake returns £2.50 on that one. And then we've got Scotland, Croatia, and England all to win, with the maximum return off a slightly boosted stake than normal on a price boost there of 75p, returning £6.94. Meaning the maximum returns off today's two slips off a £1.75 are going to be looking around about the £9.50 mark. Come on, the Free Lions. And yes, the reason why that price boost is 75p, not 50p, is because yesterday I placed a slip, a price boost for 3 different women's teams to win. All 3 of those women's sides won. And that returned me £2.75. So I've got £1 left. I placed £1 on a bet builder and then used 75p on the price boost. And of course, I had the option normally of an Accra Insurance, but It's England, yes. We are, I am English, yeah. Well, they might not have to go anywhere, Charlie, because, of course, Wembley Stadium could be our new home. I have had a warning email from Arsenal telling me that I may, by a very small chance, but may have to divert my Crystal Palace match day to Wembley Stadium under the circumstances that renovation gets underway. Well, by then. Yes, the club have warned me. Warning, you may be forced to divert your match day to Wembley. I have, yes, people. Yes, I told Charlie, and clearly the rumours got out, the news has got out to Fraser that I did win a ticket to the North London Derby. However, I will not be taking that ticket, and I will not be attending the North London Derby, despite me winning that ticket. I do not intend to attend a home derby. I intend to attend a derby at Tottenham's ground in the away end. I applied for the ticket through the ballot, just in case I was going to win a ticket. Don't know yet. I haven't decided on a price. So yes, once again, my intention is to attend only the away North London Derby this season. I do not intend to attend the home North London Derby, only the away North London Derby. And it is quite a little bit annoying that I've won the ticket. I have to admit that I have won some annoying tickets this season. The only one that I was really delighted about winning so far was the West Ham game. But also I've won a ticket to the Brighton home game. So the ballot results came through yesterday, or the day before. And I have been issued both a Brighton ticket and a Tottenham ticket. However, once again, the likelihood of me attending the North London Derby is about 1%. The same will apply as well to Premier League fixtures against Brighton. Due to the timing of the home fixture against Brighton, which is the 27th of December, directly in the middle, 27th of December, directly in the middle of train disruption, I also will not be attending Arsenal's home fixture against Brighton, even though I put a guarantee in place that I would attend fixtures against Brighton, and instead I will be attending only the away fixture against Brighton in the Premier League. This rule does not apply to the Carabao Cup fixture, which is scheduled in a couple of weeks' time. That is correct, yes. And I'm very annoyed about it. But yes, warning. The email was quite hilarious, actually. In big, bold yellow letters. Warning! Exclamation mark. You may have to attend Wembley. And I'm like, bloody hell. It was a very, very sinister email. It was making sure that I was aware. I will see. I'm not that decided yet. I mean, look, I'm most certain. No. Anthony Gordon. Charlie, there's some fixtures where I don't intend to attend at home. You can't because you're not an Arsenal fan. You're a Tottenham fan. I do know that. Strafter, nice try. Yeah, no, I have the intention to attend the away one, not the home one. I just don't feel like my because it would be my first North London derby experience as well in a stadium. I don't feel like my first derby day experience should be at home. Morgan Rogers has scored for England inside just under 3 minutes, and England are 1-0 ahead already. Oh no, you're a Chelsea fan, sorry. Well, it's a great start. It's a great start. But yeah, back onto the whole Arsenal situation. I was very upset when the fixture list came out because I did not want the North London derby to be Arsenal at home first. I wanted the away North London derby to come first because I quite liked it when the away North London derby was first last season. I was very upset that we were scheduled to play our North London derby at the Emirates before Tottenham got their chance to host theirs. And sometimes I will get that way. I mean, I think that for me anyway, my first North London derby experience, and I think any Arsenal fan in a derby should always have the away experience first so that they get that whole sinister feel of what a derby is all about. You know what I mean? You being the away fan in that away end in a ground which is full of your arch rivals. I don't see that there'll be too much of a difference to the match day other than obviously the usual we hate Tottenham. And let's face it, we hate Tottenham every single game. Although not on Saturday we didn't actually. We sang more of We Hate West Ham because we do hate West Ham at Arsenal. We don't like West Ham at home. But it was a very good day, and if you haven't already seen the match day programme, well, here it is. It's got Bukayo Saka on the front of it. And as you can see right there, West Ham United, kick-off 3 p.m. Camera's not doing it justice. And this also annoyed me, by the way, people. I always purchase the match day programme, no matter how much it annoys me. However, when I saw it, I was sat there thinking Declan Rice has been absolutely disgraced here. I mean, Declan Rice should be on the front of this programme. Like, this is Declan Rice's fixture, Arsenal West Ham. Like, I don't care if Bukayo Saka's doing what, whatever it is, 300 some, I don't know, whatever it is, 100 goal, whatever. I don't care. That should, for me, have been Declan Rice on the front of this match day programme on the basis that it is West Ham coming to the Emirates Stadium. It is a player who we bought from West Ham, their captain, former captain. And I think that Declan Rice should have gone on the front of this programme. I'm not complaining, and I will always buy a programme. I'm one of those people who thinks, well, I treat programmes as memorabilia. Some people will just buy them and go, yep, read them up, and then go toss. But me, I'm one of those people who will sit, I will have a brief read of it, but more than anything, the reason for me collecting matchday programmes is so that I've got a drawer full of exactly the fixtures that I've attended. Now, obviously, I don't get a matchday programme at every fixture I attend. However, there is a rule in the Premier League where matchday programmes must be sold at all Premier League grounds. That is a fact. But there is certain grounds who don't sell them. But where I can, I will buy a programme because I like to have them so that I can remember what I've been to. And I just think that they actually feel, well, some of them feel, you know what I mean? Like these, they're nice, you know what I mean? For me, it's more than a magazine, so I just like to buy them at £4, £5, whatever. I don't care. I like matchday programs, so no matter how much the program might annoy me, I will always buy one. Wales, 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 says Hazza. Of course, our in-house Welshman. Oh. Here comes the England corner. It was a good goal. Yeah. Surprised me that we scored so early. It's going to come back to the corner taker, Declan Rice. It'll be another one. Via deflection, will it? No. Referee points for a goal kick. It wasn't a great delivery from Declan Rice. He follows up his delivery, and I thought that deflected, you know. It was a shirt pull on Conta, but it's not enough for a penalty. But yeah, what do you all think of the international break, guys? I mean, I've been bored up to my skull, to be fair with you. I'm not going to lie. And it is 1 week today that the international break ends, people. I know. Guess what? Celebrate good times. Come on. Yes, people. I do bring you the positive news that it is exactly 1 week today when the international break ends. Because, of course, as you know, on a Friday, the EFL Championship returns to action. And then the Premier League returns to action on the Saturday. So this 1 week today will be the final day of international boredom. I love that. They've got a World Cup trophy in the bloody stands. And there will be a bit of content coming out next week as well. Obviously, then I might do a watch along, of course. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But we are going to do Oldham on Saturday, people. There will be no content on Sunday, but there'll be a few podcasts coming out because I most certainly have got some opinions to share. I have decided to wait for more information on the whole Arsenal-Wembley situation before I make a video, but there will be a video of coming out when I get more information. Rodgers back across, 2-0. Watkins taps it in. Two 0 England, come on. Saka, great cross into the box. Watkins gets an initial header, comes out to Morgan. Rodgers plays it back across, and then it's a tap in for Ollie Watkins, who's patient, lets it drop down when the ball bounces, lets it just come off his chest briefly, and then pokes it into the back of the net for 2-0 England before the quarter out of an hour mark. I am quite delayed. I mean, I don't know what time the match kicked off. Obviously, I mean, the clock, I'm actually only 30 seconds behind, according to FOTMob. Obviously, I will always be a little bit behind, except for when fixtures are shown live on Prime. It's unavoidable. But actually, there must have been a slight delay to kick off. I mean, whenever do England games kick off on time? That should be real bit. By the way, I'm sweating in this jacket. I can't wear it. So yeah, Saturday, guys, we're gonna. Oh, hang on a minute, Watkins, what a flick on Saka. Oh, Gordon was waiting in the centre. Great block. Corner it'll be for England. We're on top, dominating. So just to remind you then, folks, yeah, Saturday, we will be here for you guys. We're going to be bringing you the 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. There is a 5:30 kickoff on Saturday, believe it or not. And we're going to come to you from League Two. Do stay tuned for that, because that will be your only watch along of the weekend. And it's going to be Oldham Athletic against Barrow in League Two. So Oldham Athletic against Barrow is a 5:30 kickoff in League Two. And you will get your usual start time of 5:15 for that one. So we are doing a 5:30 kickoff on Saturday, and only a 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. There will be no other content on Saturday or across the weekend. Just that one game at 5:30 on Saturday between Oldham Athletic and Barrow, with the kickoff once again at 5:30. Saka's cross. I'm just checking to make sure there is nothing else that we can. Yeah, no. Obviously, of course, you'll have your usual Sunday big NFL game night, which will be live free of charge on Channel 5, as well as DAZN and NFL Game Pass. So yes, Channel 5 do have a NFL match, I think, every Sunday evening on their big NFL night. So that will be free of charge for you live on Channel 5 at 6 o'clock. On Sunday, there is also the World Grand Prix darts. But other than that, there is not a lot going on Sunday. And indeed, it is 2 Villa scorers tonight so far. Up the Villa is in the house. Welcome into you. Well, just to remind you about the broadcast details for this fixture, due to TV rights, you could only watch this particular Wales match live on the BBC with Welsh language commentary. The BBC are not allowed to show any match in any competition now involving England, as per their new TV deal, with English language commentary. So basically, that will include the World Cup as well. England's TV rights are the most protected rights deal than any other, really. ITV have got a lot of protected rights over England, so it'll be on ITV1 or ITVX for English and Welsh viewers for English commentary and punditry. STV or the STV Player for Scottish viewers, and across the entire UK for Welsh language viewers on S4C, S4C Online, or the BBC iPlayer. There will be no English commentary on BBC for England matches. I'm just letting you all know, people, because obviously, I mean, people don't understand. Well, I mean, yeah. By the way, ITV's deal now does mean as well but the BBC will not show any England games on the World Cup. I want to make that abundantly clear to you. I know that the World Cup is shared rights between the BBC and ITV. However, ITV's new deal does now mean as well they've got the protection, including with the World Cup and the Euros. I must say, I'm very pleased with that outcome. I don't like the BBC, so I am very, very pleased that the England rights are protected under ITV's name, not just under ITV's name, they are protected rights. And England's next fixture will take place on Tuesday. We are at home to Latvia. I think that's... Oh, no, we're not. We're away to Latvia, sorry. And that will be on ITV1, ITVX, STV, STV Player for English, Welsh and Scottish viewers. At a 7:45 kickoff again. And Newcastle fans, if you want to watch a little bit of under-21 action involving your Toon Army under-21s, then Mansfield Town against Newcastle under-21s is EFL Trophy action in the group stage. 7:45 kickoff on Wednesday. 3-0. Saka scored. Let's have a look at a replay of this. Well, he's set up by Anthony Gordon. And Bukayo Saka from out wide checks. Oh, what a finish that is. Why can't you do that for Arsenal? Why can't you do that for... What a finish. Wow. Just don't pull your hamstring, mate, is all I'm going to say. What a finish. Unsavable. Well, I was under the presumption this was going to be a boring game tonight. So I put under 4.5 goals. Well, I don't think that's going to happen now, considering in 20 minutes, England are 3-0 up. And Jordan, welcome to you. How you doing? What a finish, mate. What a finish. Well, I might have time for a quick fan cam tonight, so I will be positive about England for once. Not too often I'm positive about England. Well, now all but Anthony Gordon in the front line has scored. As you can see, from the right down from Saka to Watkins and Rodgers in the front line. have scored. Gordon is the only player in the front line to not score in this match. If Anthony Gordon does score, that'll be a goal each for the front line, which of course consists of an attacking midfield three behind lone striker Ollie Watkins tonight. Okay, here down to Jed Spence. Right, back to where's the match, where I can tell you more. Yeah, so once again, Newcastle fans, your under-21s are in action on Wednesday in the EFL Trophy, live against Mansfield Town. Kickoff 7:45 on Sky Sports Plus. If you want to give it a watch your under-21s. And that is the latest broadcast information I have for you. I will just double check for Thursday as well. And Friday. So Thursday, the 16th of October, will include the return of more and more club football with England against, Huddersfield Town against Bolton Wanderers coming your way in League One. And Friday will be the day where we get things back in full swing. And the action comes in shape of Championship, I hope. And we are going to be watching Middlesbrough on Teesside against Ipswich Town, where we're looking to see if Middlesbrough can get back to the top of the Championship table after a few bad results. And then your weekend's action next weekend on the 18th of October. It will be it will be Premier League action for you guys at Saturday lunchtime. It'll be Nottingham Forest against Chelsea, kicking off at 12:30. Three o'clock focus will be back on Saturday, the 18th of October. 3 o'clock focus will be back for you guys. We will be doing the 3 o'clock focus for you guys Saturday, the 18th of October. 5:30 kickoff on Saturday, the 18th of October. We will be Fulham against Arsenal. So come and join us for that one. Arsenal against Fulham away from home at Craven Cottage. Kickoff 5:30. That will be a 5:15 start for me. And then your Super Sunday on the return of the Premier League will be a 2 o'clock kickoff of Tottenham against Villa, with the 4:30 kickoff being the big one. And it is one that might be a little bit of a problem for Liverpool, who in the last two fixtures at Anfield have not managed to beat Manchester United. So yes, people, it is Manchester United's visit to Anfield, which is the 4:30 kickoff on Sunday the 19th of October on the return game week of the Premier League after this international break. There will also be a Monday night game on the return game week with West Ham against Brentford. The kickoff is at 8 o'clock. And UEFA Champions League returns for Arsenal live on Amazon Prime Video Tuesday 21st of October. That is an 8 o'clock kickoff. Arsenal against Atletico Madrid at the Emirates. Kickoff 8 o'clock. Me and Charlie will be nervous for that one, but at the same time excited, eh, Charlie? And then you've got your Wednesday action as well. Champions League once again. We'll be looking at it. And we might leave it, actually, because there's not too many interesting games on that Wednesday. Take a brief look at the Thursday action for you. I mean, obviously, the Champions League will probably come priority. Might do Forest against Porto if Ange gets sacked, because Forest right now are boring as oat. England have got a free kick. So, folks, there you go. You're all up to date, people, as to what is coming up for you guys during this international break. And, of course, get excited because a week on Friday, everything gets back underway. Middlesbrough in the Championship on your Friday, 1 week tomorrow. And then 1 week on Saturday, we will have the Premier League back in action with the 3 o'clock focus, Forest against Chelsea and Arsenal Fulham away at Craven Cottage. And then a Super Sunday to remember with Spurs against Aston Villa, which is always a Declan Rice. With Spurs against Aston Villa being the 2 o'clock kickoff, always seems to be an entertainer. And the fixture, which was very entertaining last time it happened at Anfield, Liverpool against Manchester United. I really need to blow my nose, you know. I do. Honestly, I have gone well stuffy. I don't think I've got a cold. I might do, actually. My throat does get a bit dry and nice in a minute. Maybe I've got a bit of a cold coming on, I don't know. Maybe I have. Oh, yeah. And the good news is that I never get ill during the winter time unless it's self-inflicted. Yes, I self-inflicted myself into a really shit-feeling stomach for Christmas Day last year. I had a stomachache all the way throughout Christmas Day last year, and it was because I ate an over-excessive amount of chicken on Christmas Eve before, obviously, eating a lot of red meat on Christmas Day. We are a red meat family on Christmas Day. We don't eat white meat on Christmas Day. It is a Christmas beef or a Christmas lamb that we have. And yes, I will never make that mistake again to eat a large platter of white meat the day before I am eating a lot of red meat. And that stomachache, by the way, lasted until, I think, the 27th in the end, because I think I remember just before my New Year's mystery tour having a Chinese, throwing it all back up again in the middle of the night, and that then cleared my stomachache, and I was ready to go for my New Year's mystery tour. So fortunately, people, I recovered in time for New Year, and I was feeling well. And that, by the way, people, is happening again this year, just to be clear. It is an annual thing. It is going to be our 5th year running this year doing the New Year's mystery tour, and we will be on it again. I will be away at New Year on the mystery coach tour, as always, this year. Anthony Gordon. But yes, like I said, I will not make the mistake of doing that again. Because, well, I didn't let it ruin my Christmas Day. Because we don't know where we're going. Yes, we pay a coach company 250 quid or whatever it is, 300 quid, to take us away for 3 nights and 4 days at New Year to a location we are unaware of until we arrive. And the reason we started doing that was originally on a year where we wanted to book a holiday with the coach company, but we could not decide a location. Every year it's been a surprise, yes. Bournemouth, Newcastle, Coventry, Torbay, all of them. Surprise. We don't know. We don't know until we get there. It's always a surprise. We've never once known anything. I explored all of Newcastle and South Shields Beach. Whilst I was there, we stayed at the Britannia Newcastle Airport Hotel, which was fabulous, by the way. But yes, on the day where the coach was going to Durham, I stamped my foot down and said, "Bog off, no! You haven't dragged me all the way up here north to Newcastle for me to not go to Newcastle and explore. So you go to Durham, enjoy yourselves, but I'm staying put in Newcastle because I want to go and explore." So that's precisely what I did. I left the coach behind and went my grandmother went to Durham because that's what she wanted to do. But me, I said there was no way on planet Earth you're dragging me up to Newcastle for me to not even explore Newcastle. So I did. I went to South Shields, the Metro Centre, and St James's Park all in the same day. But yeah, do you know what I mean, man? Like, I'm not trying to be horrible or anything, but like, you're not dragging me up north to Newcastle, a place, by the way, which is definitely explorable, for me to not get to explore it. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure Durham's lovely. However, I think Newcastle's better. And by the way, when she got back from Durham, she told me, because she doesn't like hills, she's got a heart condition. It was very hilly in Durham. I crossed the Gateshead Bridge to go to the Metro Centre with Northern, because the Metro, Tyne and Wear Metro, does not go to Metro Centre. And by the way, we do know when we're going north. I just want to make that clear to you as well. We do know when we're going north. Like it is not. It's not like a coincidence that we know if we're going north, because the way it works for us is if you get picked up first, you are going north from where we are. If you get picked up last, you're going south. Like, it was a clear indication we were going north because we were getting picked up first. I mean, it would have been stupid for them to pick us up first and then go south, because we're in the southernmost pickup point. And yes, last year I was a bit naughty, really, I must say, because you see, I've told you guys how Torbay is a rather family cherished location, a location where it's a family treasure, and I have been there countless times. Well, on that, because of how countless times I've been there, both road and rail, I know exactly what roads lead me to Paignton and Torbay. So basically, the minute we hit the M42, which leads you onto the M5, I knew straight away that we were headed down to Paignton, because, quite frankly, you have to go a different route to get to Bournemouth, and that is not via the M5 or the M42. So I knew straight away, about 3 hours before we even got there, that where we were going, exactly where we were going. And I was reassuring people that the hotel was absolutely lovely, because I'd been in there 2 times before. Because the coach driver told us, well, the hotel ain't got a function room. It's not the best. And I was egged on to ring the hotel by a group of passengers who were at the back of the coach with me. And then that caused a stir. So, of course. But yes, that was the one time where I just 1 hour in, sus, done. I knew where we were going. Once you take me onto the M5, because we're limited to Britannia hotels normally, it's normally a Britannia hotel. So I knew there's no way that it can be anywhere else other than the Tracan in Babbacombe, which is Torbay. So I figured it out probably about half hour to an hour in. I sat there for 3 hours knowing where I was going, because I've done that route that many times. People, I know the Southwest like the back of my hand. Like, if you take me Southwest, I am going to know where I'm going. Did I do a tour of Jason Jesus Park? Yes, I did. So I'm actually thinking, though, this year I would, because I have not been southeast very much in my life at all. Obviously, southeast wise, I go to London. I've been to Norfolk, where Great Yarmouth is, and Hunstanton. Oh, Watkins should have scored then. But I've not been to Kent or Essex or anywhere like that. So, in terms of my knowledge of the southeast, it's very poor. I've never been there really. So, and there is a Britannia in a place called Folkestone, which is in Kent. It's called the Grand Bursting. It looks like a ship, the hotel. And I said, it'd be lovely if we could get a chance to go here. Because these coach tours, they do open your eyes up. Places where you would never think you're going to go. Actually, oh my fucking God, I love it. So I would like them to take me down there. Because I have such a good knowledge of the West. I want to explore the East a bit more. Because if you tell me to go West, I will know what I'm doing. If you tell me to go East, I more than likely will have Google Maps on my phone. And that's just fact. And sometimes what I do is as well, when I go on a trip and I'm staying overnight, I will sometimes pick up an ordnance survey map from the local library. Just because, obviously, I may want to go on a walk. And it might give me an idea. He was in earlier, Ryan. It may give me an idea as to what the area looks like. So, like when I went to Bournemouth, I picked up a map. I didn't need it though. I did not need the map at all. because sometimes when you visit a new place, you just can kind of guess really where you're going. And with Bournemouth, because of how close to the seafront my hotel was, one street off, all I knew that I had to walk down towards the sea, to the seafront, and then walk west along the coastline, because I was on the east coast of Bournemouth, where my hotel was. That, in fact, really close to the centre, actually. But for the promenade beach, you had to walk east. So I had two options. I could either walk straight down a path, or I could go down the cliffs and then across the beach, and that would take me directly towards the pier. And for those who haven't visited Bournemouth before, Bournemouth revolves around its pier. Bournemouth is not a promenade where you've got a street lined up with arcades, sweet shops, all that lot. Like, if you are going to Bournemouth, your promenade will not look like the standard one. Because what you'll have is this massive, massive area where the pier is. And you will see that there is one arcade around the pier. And then you've got the beach, you've got the pier, and all of the chip shops and eateries and everything is all literally right next to the beach, as opposed to across the road. There is no road involved with Bournemouth Promenade, other than a road which is used maybe by council vehicles at the most, really. So like I said, it revolves around that pier. And by the way, I did a very, very unique thing in Bournemouth. I actually rode the zip wire off the pier there, which was something that I won't forget. To be fair, that was amazing, actually. I mean, it was a beautiful. But this was September, by the way. It was a beautiful day, and I timed that trip so well, you know. Like, I don't think I could have done that trip at a better time, because it was still summery. It wasn't overly warm, but believe you me, at Splashdown Water Park did I sunbathe outside, and believe you me, did I only have a t-shirt and flip-flops on and shorts. I will never forget that trip, you know. That trip was just fantastic. I timed it. When you time a trip well, it just feels so good. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can time a trip like too far into the summer, when it's too hot, or when it's too cold, or when it's too rainy. And obviously you are gambling when you're booking a trip in September, because September is the end of summer. However, it was a good gamble by me, because for Christ's sakes, the weather was just perfect. I mean, okay, there was an odd shower here and there. I won't lie. There was a shower when I pulled in about 12 o'clock-ish for about 15 minutes when I first got there to the hotel. And then the rain stopped and the sun came out. Everything dried up. You would never known it would rained. And whilst I was eating breakfast on the Sunday, that was going home, on the Sunday, there was a little bit of a shower as well. But again, dried up quickly. Sun came out. I had no clue that there was a shower, really, other than the weather app telling me. But what amazed me was that I was able to... I couldn't believe that I actually was able to sit outside on a sunbed at Splashdowns in September in about 15 to 18 degree heat and a sunbathe. I didn't think I'd be able to do that without shivering, but actually, yeah. It's not 3 minutes, mate. The kickoff was delayed, I think, a little bit. But no, I mean, if you want to travel, guys, and you want information, I am the person to ask. Like, I know that obviously I'm a football person, and I am your football host. But believe you me, in this brain of mine, there is a lot of travel knowledge, and I am very, very well equipped, brain-wise, to travel across the country with ease. Like, not a lot of things, travelling-wise, stress me out. Because one thing that I do, when I go on trips is I study the rail information around. Firstly, I study the train stations, who operates around that area, and of course, who is the operator that takes you down to London from that area, all the different routes. For example, I'll give you a fine example actually in a minute. By the way, 3-0 England at half time. I saw a post earlier on Facebook that said there is disruption at the back end of Christmas for London Waterloo. So I basically put a comment on with 3 different alternatives to get from the South Western Railway operated areas into central London without having to faff around at Clapham Junction, because that's what's happening. The South Western Railway services will be terminated at Clapham Junction because London Waterloo is closed for engineering works. So obviously I said the first option between obviously Poole, Bournemouth and Basingstoke is you can get a cross-country service up to Reading, and then you can change for a GWR service from Reading into Paddington. That's your first alternative. Your second alternative is again, with that cross-country from Bournemouth all the way up to Leamington Spa this time. You can change at Leamington Spa, and you can catch a Chilterns Railway service into London Marylebone. That was the second alternative. Again, only one change at Leamington Spa. And the third option is because obviously Southern, who operate as far as Southampton but don't operate quite as far as Bournemouth, I said from Southampton, you could obviously get a service either direct to London Victoria, or you could get a service into Brighton, then change at Brighton for either a Southern service to London Victoria, or you could go for a Thames link from Brighton up to St Pancras, all depending on the part of London you want to be in. Now, for me, personally, if I'm going to the Emirates Stadium, or, oh, hang on a minute, I can't go via London Waterloo, I can't go via cross-country, my only option is to go via Brighton to get home, then I would go for the Thameslink option from Brighton to get out of Brighton and up to London, because St Pancras International is a 10-minute walk away from London Euston. All you have to do to get to London Euston is walk 10 minutes west from St Pancras. So it's all about really, I mean, if you want to be travel confident, I would definitely say spend your time studying. And I don't mean read a book, oh yeah, do all this, do revision. I mean just simply, out of complete curiosity, study the rail routes, study the bus routes, look at the bus timetables, look at what's going on around the train station, look at the signage, look at the route maps. I mean, I already knew when I was pulling into Bournemouth that only South Western Railway and Cross Country operated out of that station. I knew that the South Western Railway services would terminate at Poole from London Waterloo via Bournemouth. And I also knew that South Western Railway would take me out to Southampton from Bournemouth. And I also knew that in any case of an emergency, I would have to get to Southampton to catch a Southern service, which would take me away from the disruption area, which is obviously the Southwest and London Waterloo, and then I would be into the sort of safe zone. Because there will never be disruption at all London stations at the same time. It will never happen. There will always be a way in or out of London. Yeah. rail replacement bus. Yes, once. And it was a very, very, very lucky once as well, really, because Greater Anglia had problems between Ipswich and Norwich. So in January, when I went to Norwich for that trip at Carrow Road with Brighton, I was able to catch a Greater Anglia service on London Liverpool Street to Ipswich. I then needed to get a rail replacement bus to Norwich. Unfortunately, Greater Anglia had lots of buses ready, unlike some rail operators who have barely one. Oh, I need to blow my. I do need to blow my nose in a minute, people. I'm so sorry, but I am stuffed up tonight. So yeah, like I say, if you guys want travel information, do not hesitate. Do not hesitate, people, to ask, hey, Tom, how do I get here? Tom, do you have any advice on this and that? Because I do have a lot of information to get around the UK, particularly with the southwest and the south. The west side of England, I practically know every single rail route down there. So if you want information going west in particular, I will be able to give you probably a straight answer. Right, Fraser's, yeah, I'm going to go get some tissue, right. Do not go anywhere, folks. I'm going to be back in a minute. Great first start for England, and I'm going to blow my nose. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a minute's time. Oh, and I will get to your comment, Hazard, don't worry. Any comments that do come through, I will get back to them in a moment's time. I'm just going to quickly blow my nose because it is a bit stuffed. Bear with me. I am back in the room, guys. Just give me a moment. I don't want you to hear me blowing my nose, but I am here. I'll be back in just a minute's time on your screen. Forgot the mic was still muted then, but I said bloody annoying stuffed nose. Right. Oh, bloody hell. I mean, I'm not that good. I mean, I don't... Actually, I've got... actually... I'm trying to ring a bell here. Competition time for you all, people. If you can answer this question correctly, you will be entered into a prize draw. Can you tell me what borough of London the Emirates Stadium is in? It is one guess a person. If you guess incorrectly, I will not enter you into a prize draw. However, if anybody in this chat can guess the correct location of Arsenal Stadium, I will enter you into a prize draw. You only get one guess. There is no Googling allowed. If you can tell me which borough the Emirates Stadium is in, so the name of the area of London where the Emirates is in, I will enter you into my prize draw. You have one guess. There is no Googling allowed. Throw in your guesses now. And if you've been to the Emirates Stadium before, there are clues by the signage because it will say something council. Does anybody have any guesses in there, people? No, Ryan is out. I will give people a couple more minutes to have any guesses. Once the halftime whistle, the whistle for the second half gets back underway, the opportunity to get into the prize draw will be closed, and I will reveal the answer for you all. Highbury is an incorrect answer as well, I'm afraid, Hazza. So you have wasted your guess. Ryan and Hazza both are not in the running anymore. But if anybody can provide me a correct guess, that is the incorrect answer, and anyway, that would have not entered you into the prize draw. You used your guess. I said it's one guess a person, guys. So use your guesses wisely. One guess a person. If you can tell me the borough of London that the Emirates Stadium is in. Hazza and Ryan have both guessed incorrectly, and they are now out of that running. I'll give you a slight clue as well. I'll give you a clue. The borough may be part of a name of somewhere on the Monopoly map. Monopoly map. I thought you would have known this, Fraser. No, it is the incorrect answer. I'll give you a clue. You may find the name of this borough on a Monopoly sticker. It may not be the full name of the sticker, but the name of this borough may be included in one of the stickers. I'm afraid your guess has gone, Fraser. Right, I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds. Any more guesses, guys? If you can tell me the borough where the Emirates Stadium is in. If not, I will give you the answer, and there will be no more opportunities to get into the prize draw. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more guesses. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is Islington. Yes, it is Islington. So, the clue was the Angel of Islington is a Monopoly sticker, and Islington is the borough where the Emirates Stadium is located. So the answer you were looking for was Islington. So, there you go. Islington was the answer you were looking for. Not a single person in today's chat guessed the correct answer, much to my shock. I am surprised by that. I thought people would have known, considering that around the Emirates Stadium, there are signs that tell you about the Islington Council and certain regulations around the stadium that need to be followed in respect of the neighbours in Islington. So yes, once again, people, the Monopoly sticker is Angel of Islington. That was the clue. So the blue sticker, by the way, Ollie Watkins is going off here to be replaced by Marcus Rashford. Oh, okay. So yeah, the Monopoly sticker was the Angel of Islington because, of course, the Angel of Islington contains one part. Obviously, yeah, so one part of that sticker has the name Islington in it. So yeah. In fact, I might even have an Angel. There you are. I might have one on me. Let's have a look. That's Pentonville. That's also Pentonville. Pall Mall. Hang on a minute. I have got Monopoly stickers here. Now, I do want to tell you guys something in a minute. Just bear with me whilst I get the second half underway. But in a minute, I will tell you. I haven't actually got an Angel of Islington sticker in my hand here. But I'm so surprised. I thought I had an Angel of Islington. My pocket is full of Monopoly stickers, and yet I don't have an Angel of Islington. I am absolutely... I mean, I've got 3 Pentonville roads in the same set. Ooh, 3 single McMuffin. I didn't even... 3 small fries or veg bag. I didn't... Yuck. I don't want no veg bag or 3 small fries. Thank you very much. Right, we do need to top up the bet builder. So let's go in with our stats. We are currently just about under 4.5 goals with 3. We can only afford 1 more goal to be scored in this game in order for the bet builder to stay alive. Let's take a check on the corner statistics. And there has been 5 corners, so we only need 1 more to go over 5.5. And I'm sure that we will get a corner in this match. And cards-wise, we have had... I will have a look in a minute. There has been 2 yellow cards, so we only need 1 more to go over 2.5. Rashford running at the defence. It is Williams and Gahey on the bookings. Okay, I'll give Fraser the code. Where is it? By the way, I have also got a 3 single McMuffin here, but I used that yesterday for my breakfast before college. There's the code for you. Yes, just before I continue on with all my betting shit, I Once again, for the Alzheimer's Society, of course, this whole partnership and this whole raising awareness thing is included in the second half, where basically what's happened is that the players have all changed shirts with the names disappearing but the numbers staying on. And it's basically to raise awareness for those living with Alzheimer's or dementia. Welcome back in, Clarky. How you doing? Right, I want to check these scores for Scotland and Croatia. And it is currently Scotland level. Croatia also level. Hopefully we can get some goals for Scotland against Greece and Croatia against the Czech Republic. Currently, wow. Austria 7, San Marino 0, 50 minutes on the clock. What a scoreline for Austria. Bosnia and Herzegovina are beating Cyprus away from home. It is Malta 0, the Netherlands 1. Finland have beaten Lithuania by 2-1. And Faroe Islands are currently 2 up against Montenegro. The code should be all right, yeah. Ashford was 3. So, yeah, we're looking for goals then. For Scotland and for Croatia, we need wins from both of them to trigger that £6.94 price boost. So come on, you Scots, and come on, you Croatians, to trigger it. Let's take a look in the friendly section then, where it is Poland 0, New Zealand 0. Half-time whistle has currently got... it's currently half-time between Morocco and Bahrain. 0-0 between those two. Earlier in the day, Romania beat Moldova by 2-1. Here's a chance for Morgan Rogers, who's hit the underside of the bar. Romania 2, Moldova 1. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines have beaten Cuba by 1-0. So, yes, do keep me posted, guys. We're looking for a Scotland goal for their win and a Croatia win as well. So, we're looking for Scotland, Croatia, and England all to win on that price boost. 75p for £6.94. I'm having to go at Fuck Mob's prediction game here. Oh, that was a vicious sneeze. Yeah, I'll have about 10 more of those, mate. Please. And that'll completely clear my nose. Thank you very much. Because obviously a sneeze when you've got a cold is basically, well, your body. I know, but when you have got a cold and when you sneeze, it does help clear some of the mucus, which is the professional name for snot. I know. We do call it mucus, though, Fraser. Just for the fact that, well, just because, you know what I mean? We want to be a bit professional on here. So, yeah, mucus would be the correct word to use. Oh, Brooks, Pickford save, and then over the part. Oh, there are some club friendlies that have happened today, and they include FC Heidenheim against Grufer Firth, where Grufer Firth got a 1-0 win away to FC Heidenheim. Holstein Kiel were beaten 2-0 by AGF. Freiburg got a 7-0 win over Karlsruhe SC. Freiburg are a German Bundesliga side. And Real Sociedad, in a friendly with their La Liga friends, Osasuna, got a 2-0 win. There has been also some Major League Soccer going on today, with LAFC beating 10-man Toronto by 2-0. There is a problem for John Stones. Looks to be a back problem. But yes, people, I mean, I'm going to make a video about it at some point. But as you watch this England match, you are looking at potentially Arsenal's home for a period of time. Because, the Arsenal board are quite evidently looking to renovate the Emirates. And I just think it'd be tragic, really, for us to play. I don't want to sound like a salty little knob, right? Because, okay, I get it. I'm going to get guaranteed a seat, right? But I don't want to play at Wembley. And you know why? If we get to the Carabao Cup final, oh, hang on a minute. They're not starting. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing that's bothering me about it. If we get to a cup final, and oh, hang on a minute, our home stadium is Wembley, where's the excitement and nostalgia about going? It takes away the nostalgia and excitement of going to Wembley for not only the players but also for us as fans, because oh, hang on a minute, Wembley's home. Do you know what I mean? That whole cup final nostalgia would be gone if we got to the Carabao Cup final. Do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is, it would just, I just, can you imagine? Like, it's still Wembley, but what I don't think people realise is that a cup final is special because you earn your right to go to Wembley and play. But for us, oh no, Wembley's home. We're not going anywhere. It's a home match against bloody, I don't know, Newcastle, Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Accrington Stanley. Carabao Cup. Like, I know I'm supposed to be saving my rant for next week when I do a video, but quite frankly, I am going to spit my words out right now in saying, okay, fine. But at the same time, if we were to play at Wembley, I almost wouldn't want us to go to a cup final. Because it would, like I said, if we do have to use Wembley and we get to a cup final, it would ruin the whole nostalgia of a cup final. There would be no, oh yeah, jigging me face. You know what I mean? There would be no jigging my step. There would be no, oh my God, I'm going to Wembley. Wow, so exciting. Do you know what I mean? No. That's the only thing I've really got against it, is the fact that it would completely take away that beautiful. And by the way, there is nostalgia when you go to Wembley for a cup final. I swear to you. All right? I can tell, even though I've not been to one in ever. And it's probably a reason for us to throw away the FA Cup as well. I mean, fine. If they start it in March, if they start the renovations in March after the Carabao Cup final, fine. I don't have a problem with that. Because then we're allowed to get to the Carabao Cup final. We're allowed to experience that nostalgia. And then Wembley's home. But what I don't want is us getting to a cup final, the Carabao Cup, and having that nostalgia, that once in a lifetime feeling, that once in a season feeling of I've got to Wembley, I'm going to Wembley, we're in a final. I don't want that nostalgia being taken away from me by this, because I feel like we're going to be in a cup final this year. I feel it. I want it. I feel like we'll be in a cup final this year. So don't even think, Arsenal, about trying to renovate Wembley at the Emirates before a cup final's taking place. Do you know what? If you throw away the FA Cup, fine. Get knocked out of the FA Cup third round, fine. Get to the Carabao Cup final, play the Carabao Cup final as a neutral at Wembley, and then you're moving to Wembley. But I don't want none of this whole. I will be pissed off if they do go to Wembley before a cup final and we get to a cup final and oh, hang on a minute, we're going nowhere. Kate and Jonathan, welcome in. See how you're doing. Good to see you. Welcome on. That will be the one thing that will annoy me. because it just wouldn't be the same. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm just expressing my concerns about the fact that, we are potentially having nostalgia taken away from us, really. I mean, I've been saying it to these lot, but obviously, well, the Emirates looks like it's going to get a renovation and an upgrade. However, my concern is if we move into Wembley and we get to a cup final, that cup. Do you know? How did you guys feel when you went to Wembley? Like, if you did go to Wembley, how did it feel for you guys? That nostalgia, right? You know what I mean? That amazing feeling, that buzzing feeling that I'm at Wembley. Here we go. Do you know what I mean? That tingly feeling, that amazing feeling. That would be almost taken away from us because of this whole potential renovation forcing us to move to Wembley. Exactly. Yeah, that rare feeling, that nostalgia. We wouldn't have that because Wembley's home. It would really annoy me. So yeah, as much as I don't want us to throw away the FA Cup, I mean, for the sake of the fact that we might be having to play the FA Cup final at Wembley. Well, I'm not even going to get into it too far, but the point is this. Do not ruin a cup final for Arsenal by being in Wembley before a cup final that we get to. Yeah, look, I'm not on about that, all right? Because I'm on about I'm not on about who's going to win it, right? I'm just saying it as it is. I am glad that you do. I'm glad that there is some understanding because Cup final day is supposed to be a day which is unique. I mean, just stepping foot onto Wembley or near Wembley for a cup final day or whatever is a special experience, and that would be, like I said, completely subtracted by for Arsenal fans if we did make it to the final and we were playing home games at Wembley. And on that note, I'll settle that one there. But that's my concern. Yeah, no, I understand that. I mean, look, let's say, for instance, we get to the Carabao Cup final, and whoever we're against, that same nostalgia is going to be there. Because for them, yeah, they're getting to go to Wembley. It's a once in a season or twice in a season opportunity for them. It's a special day. But for Arsenal fans, we might be faced with the prospect of, we're still at home. We've been playing here for the past, 5-6 games. Here we go again. Cup final day. Do you know what I mean? Declan Rice is going off then to be replaced, I think, by Jordan Henderson. Also, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is coming on for, I think, Elliot Anderson. I've been bored rigid, to be fair. I've been bored. Saga's going off. Good lad. Yeah, get him off. Give him a rest. That's what we want to hear. Yeah. I'm all right, thanks, Kamal. Yeah, I've had college. Yeah, no, I've had college. But, I mean, in terms of other things, I've not been very busy. I've not been... Yeah, no, I've been bored. I mean, other than college or whatever, I've been bored. I live off club football, mate. A lot of people in the football world, in this chat, live off club football. Nobody likes these international breaks. I mean, for a start, can I mention to you? Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, when you walk into the bookies during an international break, oh boy, is the mood like, like literally, international break. Oh, yeah, It's exactly like that. It's like just like, international break. Oh, I'm bored. Oh, slot machine. Literally. I'm not saying that to be horrible, but it's fact. The mood in the bookies drops with all the football fans because, oh, hang on a minute, boring England. Oh, where's my football? Oh, Derby aren't playing this week. Oh, Arsenal ain't playing this week. Oh, Coventry ain't playing this week. Oh, Middlesbrough ain't playing this week. Oh, West Ham ain't playing this week. Yellow card for Jess Spence. That takes us over 2.5. I think if we put a poll up, I think every single person would say they hate the international break. And by the way, in case you didn't already know, you guys can actually post on my community tab. I know that you guys have not done it yet, but you can post on my community tab. I have enabled the feature where you guys are able to post on my community tab. The ball. Yes. We are going to be doing club football on Saturday. There'll only be one stream across the entire weekend. It's a 5:30 kickoff. It's all athletic in League Two. So a bit of League Two. We're going to do a League Two watch along on Saturday for you all. That is a 5:30 kickoff. That will be your only watch along across the entire weekend. I do apologise to even be telling you that, but it is fact. Bowen. A bit of trip there. Yeah, well, still got 15 more minutes left of this England match, but yeah, if you are leaving us here, then we will be seeing you most certainly on Saturday for that Oldham Athletic match. And they are, I think, up against Barrow. We should double check for you. They are indeed. They're up against Barrow. That will be a 5:30 kickoff from League Two, and we'll be here for it. So more Wales changes are happening. Oh, too far away there at all. About 12 minutes to go here. England 3, Wales 0. And 1-1 between Scotland and Greece. Still 0-0 in the Croatia game. I'm going to keep those scores pinned now, actually, you know. Lewis Skelly's going to coming on. Jed Spence giving the ball a nice rub. $10 to go. Are we going to get one more goal in this game, or is it going to be job done for England here? Bowen feeds it through. Anthony Gordon should be number 4. Big block in there from the Wales defender. Joe Rodon with the block in. Gordon, combined with Arthur Skelly should have scored. Come on, man. Not long to go. 8 minutes to go before the full-time whistle. Two-one Scotland. Oh, if Croatia can win now. Lewis Ferguson scored that goal. I'm hearing that news from Sam Matterface on the England commentary right now that Scotland have taken a 2-1 lead against Greece from 1-0 down. So all we need now for that £6.94 price boost is for Croatia to get a win. So Scotland 2-1 ahead against Greece. They have turned it around at Hampden Park. 2-1 Scotland lead. And in fact, I'm going to put that on as a goal flash for you because I do think it's a goal of significance, a goal that is highly notable. So just to put that up for you there, then Scotland have scored against Greece. It is 2-1 to Scotland at Hampden Park with around about 7 minutes to play. Big goal. They've turned it around from 1-0 down. Scotland 2, Greece 1. And obviously we don't have any goal alerts on Wales because Wales are at Wembley playing against us. It's been a quiet game really since the 3 goals went in for England. So I'm just keeping my eye on that Croatia score now. I'm hoping that Croatia can pull a late win out of the bag in their game against Czech Republic. If they do so, that will trigger a £6.94 price boost under the basis that Scotland do maintain their 2-1 lead over Greece. And England getting the job done here. 6-0 to Denmark, by the way, against Belarus. Malta are now 3-0 back against the Netherlands. 10-0 to Austria over San Marino. 2-1 to Bosnia and Herzegovina still. And then 4-0 Faroe Islands over Montenegro. I am keeping my eye on that Croatia score, to be fair. Not much happening in the England game. If Croatia score, it'd be nice and big for me. £6.94. Bowen, cut out by the Wales defence. It's a really quick start by England. I mean, that's made the game exciting. But then the game's just gone boring England, hasn't it? I'm going to pin up that game a bit more. Jed Spence. Whoa. The effects having a cold. Oh, man. That felt good. Right. We are almost into the last 90 seconds of the 19th. I am so connected to this Croatia game that I've actually gone into the play-by-play feature, which is basically where you get the play-by-play movements, even though it's not really working, to be fair. The latest update is a Croatia corner. We've not had any added time indication, I don't think. Keeping my eye on it. Czech Republic ranks 39th. FIFA World Rankings. Croatia ranked 9th. 21,000 capacity arena. With the Fortuna Arena being the stadium in Prague. Last minute of the 90 here for England against Wales. All over the top for Harris to chase, but nothing will come of it. And we're now on minute 93 in that Croatia game, and there's still been no play-by-play or commentary update from FootMob. And there's only 2 minutes at a time in that game. So, might well be it. And that is the full-time whistle. And it means that £6.94 will not be delivered to me. Despite Scotland getting a late winner. Yeah, they're still ahead, Scotland. So, real shame that Croatia couldn't find a way past Czech Republic. And we're into just 3 minutes at a time here at the end of the 90 of this international friendly. Corner was delivered to the far post. Yeah, what a win that's going to be for Scotland in Group C of the European qualifiers for the World Cup. We will take a slight delve into that, I think, before we head off from here. 2 minutes to go, though, of this international friendly where there has been no goals since the first 20 minutes. England 3-0 up against Wales. I will be doing a quick fan cam as well. It'll be about 5 or 10 minutes, nothing more than that. As well, I think I've got time to do it. So, yeah, we'll do that quickly at the end. Last half a minute of the match then. Scotland still 2-1 up against Greece. It's a great result that for Scotland. Well, just to point you in the direction of England's next match, it is on, I think, Tuesday. And we will talk about that in a moment once the full-time whistle has gone at Wembley. And it just has. It's a 3-0 win. The first 20 minutes were great. 3 goals. We couldn't believe our eyes. But then after that, it was a case of boring England. The job is done, though. It is a win over Wales. It's England 3. Wales nil the full-time whistle. I am happy. However, why did the game go boring after 20 minutes? I will never know. But England are England. And the next match for England is on Tuesday. It's on ITV1 and ITVX for English and Welsh viewers. If you are a Scottish viewer, you can use STV or the STV Player for that 7:45 kickoff on Tuesday. And it is a FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifier against Latvia away from home. That is our next game for England and the final international game of the international break for England. Scotland are just about to beat Greece, in fact, they're just about to absolutely beat them now. 3-1 it is to Scotland. The goals have come from Christy Ferguson and Lyndon Dykes with the latest goal. Konstantinos Tsimikas scored the opener on 62 minutes. What a response by Scotland, who have won 3-1. And that is 3 points for them in their qualifying campaign. And they will sit second in the group. They are joint on points with Denmark, who won 6-0 today. Goal difference is what is going to keep Scotland from top spot. But that might be a big blow for Greece. But Scotland and Denmark most certainly look to be the two who are going to get up to the World Cup. So just to remind you, Scotland now 3-1 up against Greece. And Scotland are joint top in their group. They are on second by goal difference after Denmark have won 6-0. So good news for Scotland. Let's take a look at England's game against Latvia and have a brief look at Latvia versus England group. As well. And as you can see, England are top by 7 points, so almost certainly qualified in Group K of the qualifying. Albania are 7 points behind us, and then it's Latvia in fourth. They probably won't qualify, to be fair. 7 points, Serbia and Andorra on a -10 goal difference with 5 straight defeats and on 0 points. So not really much of a high-intensity game for England, but most certainly one we need to win. Okie dokie, folks. I am going to leave you all on that note. Thank you all for watching, folks. This international friendly, not the best, all for a good cause in the Alzheimer's Society. And we'll leave you all on that note. England 3, Wales 0, the final score in this international friendly. Take care and have a good night. We'll see you all on Saturday for Oldham Athletic against Barrow.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.